ろんな話をして、なんか私の学生たちも今、ラケスカイストとか、あと、ディポックポーテルも来ましたし、彼らにも伝えています。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。結構あれですね、I think there are many scholars who studied in Japan, in Nepal.
We have
I found
a
yes.
list. We have a list of more than 350 members in Juwan. Most of them, they are all graduated. Graduated means they all have university degrees from Japanese universities. And then we have hundreds of Japan trained human resources in Nepal under JICA program.
Yes, yes.
So they have, I think, more than 2,000 members, I guess. And in Juwan, which is the alumni of the Japan University graduates, we have somewhere around 350 members these days. And half of them have PhD, doctorate degree, more than half of them. And most of them are engaged in the university and research and doing excellent works.
I see.
So, Nishikawa-sensei, would you mind to wait for a few minutes? In the meantime, I would like to give a brief introduction of our platform, Scientist Nepal.
Okay.
Scientist Nepal, we created this e-platform last year in 2020, immediately after the lockdown was enacted by the government of Nepal.
I see.
It was in March 2020. And there was a long, at least 3-month long lockdown. It was very strict lockdown. And immediately after the lockdown, we gathered together and then we decided to create this e-platform. And in this platform, we have a lot of members. They are all engaged in scientific research, and they are mostly engaged in teaching in the universities.
I see.
And also, their profession is also very, like we have medical doctors, we have research scientists, we have professors from different subjects like botany, zoology, earth science, environmental science, mathematics, microbiology, and many, many. And we have coordinators in all 7 provinces. Perhaps you know that we have 7 provinces in Nepal. And all provinces have their representatives in our platform. So there are more than 100 active members in the platform. And
I see.
Last year, we also published a book on the 100 question answers of coronavirus. It was published for the high school students of Nepal in Nepali language.
I see.
And we are distributing these books to all 77 districts of Nepal. There are 77 districts in Nepal, and we are distributing the books, these Corona books, to the high schools. And it was a voluntary work. All the experts of Scientist Nepal, they contributed voluntarily, and also they contributed to print the book. So this e-platform is a kind of pro bono platform, a voluntary platform. And these days, we meet every fortnightly. That is on the 1st of the month and 15th of the month.
I see.
So this time, we are very happy, and we are very privileged to have your talk, which is especially important for our young researchers who would like to visit Japan and who would like to learn from Japan. So we have invited not only the experts or the members of Scientists Nepal, but also students.
I see.
Some students. And oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry, I got some mistakenly. I put another button. So shall we wait for a few minutes so that so that a lot of other participants can also attend this meeting. In the meantime, maybe some other friends who have already joined can give their introduction. Like, may I call Dr. Tista Prasai. Dr. Tista.
Yes, namaste. Namaste, Professor. I'm Tista Prasai Joshi, working in Nepal Academy of Science and Technology in Environmental Research Laboratory. My major expertise in water quality and water purification. Thank you.
And we have a professor of chemistry, Jagadish Bhattarai. He's also a Japan graduate.
Oh, I see.
Jagadish, sir.
Namaste. Good evening.
Chal kholna milcha?
I graduated from Tohoku University in 1998. My subject is chemistry, and I am working as a professor of chemistry in Central Department of Chemistry, Tribhuvan University, Kirtipur. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
This opportunity.
टिस्टा एक्चुअली अन्जना म्याडमहरूलाई यसो खबर गरिदिनुस्, म अरू स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई खबर गर्छु है। जगन्नाथ श्रेष्ठ सर एकचोटि परिचय गर्नुहुन्छ कि? Nishikawa sensei wa genzai Chiba desu ka, sensei?
Yes, I live in Chiba Prefecture, but it is about 1 hour to the center of Tokyo by train.
Mhm.
So after since the lockdown, no, this pandemic started, I go to office once a week, and
Okay.
other days we work from home.
Okay. I think now
all this the restriction is lifted this month, starting this month. So
yes.
we can move around almost freely
Yes.
as before. Yeah, in Japan.
I think now pandemic in Japan is very much well controlled, but still we have to be very, very careful.
I see. So how is the weather conditions now in Kathmandu or in Nepal as a whole?
Well, it is getting better compared to a few months back, but still we are having a number of positive cases, and still there are a few cases of corona death every day. But that is much better, not only in Nepal, in overall South Asia at this moment. The overall situation is better. There is no lockdown, no other restrictions in Kathmandu at the moment. But we really need to be very, very careful. Still, the positivity is still around 6 or 7% every day. That means positive cases out of PCR tested. For example, in Japan, at the moment, the positivity is around 0.6. It is less than 1. But in Nepal, it is around 7. In many other South Asian countries, it is around 2, 3, something like that. So
I see.
as compared to other countries, we are still having numerous cases at this moment.
Yes. And also the temperature is coming down, right?
Yes, it is coming down. It is getting colder, but it is almost like Hiroshima.
I see.
As you are from Hiroshima, weather of Kathmandu is almost like Hiroshima in winter and also in summer. I
see. So that means it won't get below 0 centigrade, or?
Rarely.
Oh, really? I see.
Rarely it goes below 0, and rarely it doesn't snow in Kathmandu city. There's no snowfall in Kathmandu city. But sometimes.
No snowfall. I see.
Yes.
In Tokyo, it gets around sometimes 0, but maybe 4 degrees or 5 degrees centigrade during the winter time. So it is nearly the same as in Kathmandu, I think. The summertime, these days, it is gradually temperatures increasing. So sometimes 35 or 37 centigrade, in summertime, hot summer season.
In Kathmandu, in summer, it is usually less than 30. It rarely goes more than 30 degrees centigrade.
Because it is quite elevation is fairly high, right?
Yes. I can see another senior member of this group, Dr. Jagdish Bhattrai. Probably he is also one of the scholars from Japan. Jagdish sir, would you please kindly introduce yourself?
I already introduced actually. I already introduced, but my camera was not open. Now it's okay.
So Jagdish Bhattrai is a professor in Tribhuvan University in Department of Chemistry.
I see. Yes.
Yeah, I think he also has very good experience regarding Nepal-Japan friendship.
I see.
No, actually, the first time I visited Tokyo Institute of Technology in 1991. I think if we talk about the climate, the temperature of Kathmandu Valley and Tokyo, I think maybe the temperature is same, but sometimes actually in a year 2 or 3 times rainfall. Sorry, snowfall in Tokyo, but no snowfall in Kathmandu Valley. That is the difference. That is different. And maybe the temperature is maybe 36, 37, maybe. I don't know the exactly. I don't remember about the temperature of Tokyo. Maybe the maximum might be 35, above 35, but in Kathmandu,
right.
average is less than 30 days. That is different.
Sorry to interrupt. I think it's already 6:22 in my watch. So it's better we start. And we have made Nishikawa-san to waiting for a long time. So let's start it. So namaskar, everyone. Sabhajanalai namaskar.
Namaskar.
Today we have a very special session on the exchange program, which has been initiated as a Sakura science program. And to my knowledge, more than 300 Nepalese, especially the young researchers, have been benefited from this exchange program. Some 3 years ago, I got a surprise email from a person called Dr. Yuji Nishikawa. But the surprise was very, very pleasant one, because he was visiting Kathmandu, and he was offering this program for Nepali scholars and young researchers and graduates. But that time I was there in China, in Xi'an, doing my visiting.
Yes, I remember, yes.
There. However, I managed to introduce Dr. Nishikawa with some of our friends in Kathmandu University, Tribhuvan University, and also others. And through that introduction, through that visit, he has helped a lot of Nepali young researchers to visit Japan and learn from there. Though this program is very short at the moment, it's about 3 weeks, but it is very helpful in the sense that the visiting scholar or the visiting scientist will have an opportunity to know the professors there, to know the researchers there, and find out more opportunities during this visit. So this is the main objective of this session today, to introduce this program, to talk about this program and learn about this program, for which we have invited Nishikawa Sensei to give a talk on this. And talking about Nishikawa Sensei, he is an advisor to the international, as I have shared with you already. He is working with the Japan's very, very important agency. It is Japan Science and Technology Agency, we call it JST, where he is an advisor for the international relations and cooperation. And he's based in Tokyo and looks after this program personally. So with this very short introduction, I would like to invite Nishikawa Sensei for his long-awaited talk.
Okay, can I start now?
Just a moment, I would like to request the host to make Nishikawa Sensei a co-host so that he can share his slides if he has. Over to you, Sensei.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me here today. And my name is Yuji Nishikawa. In fact, I originally was doing business. I was working in a trading and investment company in Japan. And after that, after finishing that, I joined the Japan Science and Technology Agency. My first mission was to open an office in New Delhi. first Indian office in New Delhi. So that was in 2014. I joined the JST, and then I opened the office next year, 2015, in New Delhi. And then I stayed there for 3 weeks. 3 years. And then I JST promoted the joint research program with India at that time during my assignment in New Delhi. And also this program called Sakura Science. This was started in India, for India in the year 2015. The first year was 2014. This program started with ASEAN countries, mainly with ASEAN countries plus China and Korea and Taiwan. But next year, 2015, this was expanded to India and other countries. And up until 2019, it covered 41 countries all over the world, mainly in Asian countries. So let me explain more about this program using my slides. Just hold on. Okay.
Yeah, it is coming.
Just
a moment. Yeah.
Something is not. Okay. Just hold on.
It may take a little bit time.
Yeah, it is not what I cannot make it a full screen. Okay. And I think now I can do it.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's start from the beginning. Yes. So JST comes right under the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology. We call it MEX in short, MEXT. JST is one of the largest research funding agency. Our objectives is to promote science and technology, and also human resource development is also included. Our total budget is around $1.2 billion US on annual budget basis. And then this is office in New Delhi, which I opened in 2015. We run this office together with the University of Tokyo, because University of Tokyo also simultaneously, they were appointed as a representative of all universities in Japan to recruit good students from not only from India, but in all South Asian countries. So University of Tokyo office is a kind of a representative office of the Ministry of Education. And it was, if you have been to New Delhi, you may know this place, Deer Park, Southern Delhi. This is the location of my office, and then, which is very close, 1 block away from IIT Delhi, and also Department of Science and Technology, and also JNU, one of the top universities in India. So that very convenient location. We opened the office, but the JC office also cover not only India. This office cover all South Asian countries, including Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and so on. And then this is just for just for your information. We JST has some joint research programs with many countries, but for example, with Nepal, we had a called J-Rapid program. This is mainly for this earthquake in 2011. We started this program, and then SATREPS is also another type of program. And then integrated research, great earthquakes and disaster management in Nepal, Himalaya. So this project, joint research, this is a recent example of the program which JST is running with Nepal. And then Sakura Science Program. As I told you, started in 2014 and then now expanded. And then this is a short-term introductory invitation program, we call it, because the period is from 1 week to maximum 3 weeks. So and for the first time visitor to Japan. So this is just introduction of Japan to those to the people outside Japan. And then if they find Japan interesting, then they can apply for some other program, a scholarship and or a fellowship and other type of program, and then they can actually come to Japan for. So these are the 41 countries which were eligible country before up until 2019. So that time also Nepal also was included in this 41 countries. And then starting this year, April this year, 2021, we decided to expand the area of eligible countries to all countries and regions in principle of the whole world. And also this program used to cover the students or researchers only in the field of natural science and of course engineering, science and engineering and so on. But starting this year, we expanded also this field to cover the humanities and social sciences. So almost all universities can utilize this program and then send their students or researchers to Japan as an introductory visit to Japan. So we have 3 types of program, but top number 1, type 1 program is the main program. This accounts for more over 80% of the total number of invitees. So this open application program, type program. In this case, there has to be receiving or host organizations in Japan. Who are the host organizations? That is high schools, universities, research institutes, private companies, NGOs, NPOs, and other registered organizations in Japan. They can be the host organizations in Japan, and they can apply for this program together with the universities or schools or universities or research institute outside Japan. So they should have a tie-up between Japanese organization and the sending organization. And then, so this is a rough process. First, receiving organizations submit a proposal, Sakura Science Program proposals to JST. And there's a evaluation selection process by JST. I was also the member of a first screening of this proposal. And then there was a committee formed by the management people of JST and also some researchers, scientists, prominent universities in Japan. And then final decision is made. Then we award this program to the successful applicant. And then implementation, that means actual invitation start by the host organization. And then this program, that means invitation must be ended by middle of March the next year. Because in Japan, the fiscal year starts April and ends in March. So this for each fiscal year, the program has to be finished within the fiscal year, the same fiscal year. That is March the next year. And then there's a certain regulations. And then originally there's an age limit because this program focuses on a rather younger generation of people. So oldest highest age is 40. And then this 15 years old is a high school student. The high school means class 10, 11, and 12. It's comparable to Japanese high school. 3 years in Japan, high school is 3 years. So class 10, 11, 12. If he or she is student in this high class 10, 11, 12, even if he or she is under 15, it's all right. basically the 15, but some bright student may become join 10th grade, below 15 years old. So of course, we want top aspiring, talented, highly motivated, students or researchers. And also, language is basically English language. But I don't think you have any problem in this. Condition number 4. This is a bit necessary. Who have not stayed in Japan before, in principle. That means the people who already stayed in Japan and studied in Japan for a certain period of time, they are not eligible, because this program is for the first time visitor to Japan. But of course, there are some people who just visited Japan as tourists. Then they are okay. They can also they are eligible for this program. This is an example, of the program of as the Nepal is, as far as Nepal is concerned. This program, Tribhuvan University was invited by, I think, this Tokyo Metropolitan University. I think I can actually this screen I cannot read fully, but I think you can read it. They start, so this one. 9 students and 1 faculty member of Tribhuvan University visit Japan by this program, and they got lectures on how to effectively do the effective research, and also visit various energy management and heat and energy management, earthquake and environment protection related laboratories. They visit many laboratories. This is, I think, a strong wind they experience here. They carry out some research work and discussions. And also they visit some old, very traditional Japanese house residence was there. So they stayed in Japan for 1 week. And this was in January. So just before the pandemic started, they were very lucky. The second one, this one also, there is a combination of some certain universities, 4 universities. They invited 10 students and 1 faculty member of Kathmandu University, National College of Nepal, for 9 days. They had a lecture, they got received lecture, discussion, symposium, and the use of modern technology and sustainable development and so forth. So they had also very good experience in Japan. And this is also there. In this case, this was, I think, Kopa Engineering College, I think. They also visited Japan. And also they studied and how to deal with this earthquake, disaster management, and so forth. And so they not only visited Yokohama, Tokyo, but they also visited the Tohoku area, which was had a big earthquake, the largest earthquake in the history of Japan. I think it in the year 2011. And through this lecture site tours, and Japan urban planning community developed, they learned and disaster prevention, and also this type of very fruitful experience they can get during the stay by this program. And then we have, in addition to this call for proposal type, open application type of program, we have a so-called high school program. In this high school program, JST itself becomes the receiving or host organization. And then we take them to various universities, various high schools, and also research laboratories and so forth. These are the examples. We take, and they, if they are lucky, they can meet at least one Nobel laureate, for example, Dr. Ryoshi Noori or Yoshinori Osumi-san, Amano-san Sensei, all these are Nobel laureates. They, if they are lucky, they can meet at least one of them. And then they visit top universities in Japan. There are so many different universities. This is only in the case of 2019. So in each year, we can take them to different places and so on. And also with high schools in Japan, because we invite high school students. So a lot of top high schools in Japan will take care of them for about 1 day in each program. And research institute, we take them to research institute as well. For example, this Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, JAMSTEC we call it. And also Japan Aerospace Exploration, this is JAXA, equivalent to this NASA in USA. Or RIKEN is one of the top research institute, the National Institute of Japan. And so these high school students can visit these top research institutes and or top universities, top high schools in Japan, and meet with many people there. And also sometimes the National Museum of Science, they go. So this type of, this is a high school program. This is from Nepal. Every year, JST invite 10 students from Nepal. And these 10 students each year are selected by the Ministry of Education, Government of Nepal. So during my stay in India, I visited Kathmandu and also visited the Ministry of Education and had a good discussion. So we request them, the Ministry of Education in your country or in all countries, to select the top students and send them to Japan. And then JST will take care of them for 1 week. And then all the expenses are covered. All the expenses outside your country is covered by this program. So they can come almost free of charge. And then as far as this call for proposal type of the program is concerned, almost all the top Japanese universities, major Japanese universities already invited some people from outside Japan. And then this is a ranking in terms of the total number of invitees so far. So number one is Miyazaki University. They already invited over 700 people from 41 countries so far, up to 2019. Then Okayama University, Osaka University, Tokyo Metropolitan University, Shibaura Institute of Technology, Kyushu Institute of Technology, University of Tokyo, Tokyo University of Science, Kumamoto University, Kyushu University, Yokohama National, all these top universities, they have already invited hundreds of people from 41 countries, including Nepal. And then this is a total figure, total number. As I told you, this program started in 2014, and initially nearly 3,000 people were invited. And up to 2019, a total number of 33,197 people have been invited by this program. And then from I think here it doesn't show Nepal. Nepal is somewhere here, 300 right after. It's not showing here, but it is about over 300 people have been invited, including high school students. This shows only the figure of by the numbers, so total largest sending country is China, and then Thailand, and then India comes third, and then Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, Myanmar, Korea, Philippines, Mongolia, Singapore, Cambodia, Bangladesh, and then I think Sri Lanka, and then I'm sure it comes Nepal, and then considering the total number of students studying in Japan, I think this Nepal number 300 plus is too small. So I think something has to be done. You know this figure. This is written in Japanese. This is the number of students studying in Japan. Top number is from China, 121. Over 121 people are now currently studying in Japan, which accounts for 43 over 3 plus. And then number 2 is Vietnam, 62,000, over 62,000. And number 3, this is Nepal. Nepal comes number 3, 24,000 students are now studying in Japan. So Nepal is the top number 3 top countries, sending the students to Japan. So I think here Nepal should be able to send more people, to Japan by in terms of this number of students actually studying in Japan. So I think Nepal has a much bigger chance in near future. And then Sakura Science, whoever comes to Japan by this program becomes an alumni member. Sakura Science Club is an alumni member. And so they automatically become alumni member. And then this is in case of India. We had an alumni association. We set up alumni association for India in the year 2018, October. And this is the first alumni meeting, which was held at the Japanese ambassador's official residence, and so many people gathered. And also, in case of India, main chief guest was Professor Vijay. This is the principal scientific advisor, top scientist in India. He also is a great supporter of this program. And also, this is second alumni meeting, which was held in just before the pandemic started, February 2020 at IIT Delhi campus. I'm here, and these are ambassador of Japan as well. So, and then we had as far as India is concerned, we had third meeting, alumni meeting. This was online this year because of the pandemic. We cannot actually visit there, so we had it online. This is the picture. He's the main coordinator, or I should say president of the alumni for India. And this is myself. He's an ambassador, Japanese ambassador. And this Japanese politician is also there. Many people are there. India, this is the ambassador of India is also there as far as India is concerned. So this is also for Sri Lanka, alumni meeting for Sri Lanka, which was first was made February 2019, February held in Sri Lanka. But there is no alumni meeting in alumni association in Nepal so far. But we had a very good news. We are going to start this alumni of Sakura Science in Nepal, for Nepal, quite soon, because there are now very active volunteer people are there. This already Sakura Science Club Nepal website. This is Facebook. This is already opened by one of the alumni member in Nepal. He started this voluntarily started this kind of website. And then already 3 people gathered, in order to set up this meeting. He is Suman-san. He's the one who started, volunteered to start form alumni for Nepal, and 2 ladies also joined. And then we had this is myself. We had an official meeting for setting up alumni in Nepal very recently. So now JST also trying to support them to establish Nepal alumni of Sakura in Nepal. And then There's also, I think some of you already knows about this. We have some for the students who wish to study in Japan. There are useful sites which introduces, which shows the university degree courses offered in Japan, or scholarship and so on. Or yeah, this is scholarship information is also shown in this JASO. JASO is a Japanese government agency to take care of students, not only Japanese students, but also foreign students. So this kind of website should be very interesting for the new the students who wish to come to Japan soon. And then the most important thing for the people who wish to come to Japan by using the Sakura Science Plan. This is important, because this program is not an individual to individual program. This is a institution to institution or organization to organization program. That means if you are a university student or university faculty member, you have to have a partner university or partner organization in Japan. You have to find receiving or host organizations in Japan. This is most essential. And then you request or persuade them to receive you or your students or your researchers. Then if the receiving organizations, if they agree, then they will apply for this Sakura Science program. And then if they are successful, they can actually invite you or your students or your researchers and so forth to Japan. And then after for the new students, or researchers who visit Japan for the first time, and if they find Japan interesting, they can apply for some scholarship and so forth, or internship and so on, and then visit Japan actually, and for a substantial amount of time. So, for example, if you are a student, for example, high school student, this high school student cannot apply, and so he has to, he or she have to persuade their principal or their teachers or principal, and then find a partner in Japan. And the same applies to the universities. If you are a university student, and then you have to apply to your teacher or your professor, and then request them to find a partner in Japan. But I think I came to know that many of you here today, they have already, some of them already studied in Japan, and they have some contacts in Japan. So they can contact the universities they know in Japan, and then start building this relation again. And then if they are successful in persuading them, then you can apply together with receiving organizations in Japan. And then, as I told you, Nepal, I'm sure should have a bigger chance sending more students or researchers to Japan, because the number so far is too small, considering the number of students studying in Japan from Nepal. So I hope people like you today, most of them are researchers, faculty members, so you have you can start this initiative together with your partner in Japan, and then send your student people to Japan by this program. So this is actually the end of my explanation. And if you have any questions, you can ask freely. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yusin Isakawa-san, for giving a landscape of the opportunities for the Nepali scholars, Nepali researchers, especially the young. So now onwards, I would like to request Dr. Pravin Shrestha to carry on this program and invite the questions from the floor. Dr. Pravin, over to you.
Thank you very much, Bhuj sir. Well, once again, thank you very much, Nishikawa Sensei. It's really a very good opportunity for the young people of Nepal, students of Nepal, and upcoming young scientists and professionals of Nepal. It's indeed a really great job you have started, not only for Nepal, for many other countries, including Nepal. Well, we are running out of time. So now another maybe around 10 minutes, we have time for question, answer, and discussion. So Nishikawa Sensei, I would like to request you to stop sharing of your slide. Yes, okay. And I would like to request all other participants, if you have any queries to Nishikawa Sensei, please raise your questions, please. Well, I have one small query. As I have already mentioned, and Husser also mentioned, this is a really excellent program. Is there any plan from your side to invite Japanese experts and professionals to come to Nepal, to visit Nepal under the same program? That means some sort of exchange program. Anybody coming to Nepal also?
Unfortunately, we don't have, the programs like that. We only invite by this program so far.
Okay.
But I don't know in future.
Okay. I think that will be better if you start some sort of exchange program as well. Well, I can see a very senior member of this platform, Kedar sir, Professor Kedar. Please, you have any question?
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Really, thank you for our very distinguished Professor Sensei Nishikawa. Thank you, sir, for very nice opportunity to the Nepalese scholar. So my question is, Professor, the 10 received from the same department, same university for one lot, say maybe I'm working in the Department of Environmental Science. I really would like to send 10 our environmental graduate. They are master, PhD, and bachelor students. So can it be in the package, or our individual student has to apply for a very nice for your nice program, sir?
This is usually invite about 10 people in one group.
Okay.
So you can form a group of 10, and plus maybe one faculty member can be invited. So it all depends on the receiving organization. So you have to discuss with the potential receiving organization, and then if they agree, you can send.
Okay, thank you.
In one group, 10 people in one group.
Okay, thank you, sir. And do you have any plan to visit Nepal recently? Do you have any from your organization?
Not right now because of this pandemic. I should have visited more often. The last time I visited Kathmandu was in 2017. I think it was in November.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that time I visited Kathmandu University, Tribhuvan University, and also Agricultural Forestry University in Chitwan.
Okay.
So, and very lucky, very nice place. So the pictures of the rhino here, this is Chitwan National Park. I visited there.
Thank you, sir. So if you have any, if and your team have any plan to visit Nepal, we really request to invite in our Department of Environmental Science, then maybe we can do some discussion. Thank you, sir, in the days to come. Thank you very much for nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, Praveen, sir, over to you.
Thank you very much, Kedar sir, and also thank you very much, Nishikawa Sensei, for your nice discussion. Well, any other queries from the floor? Any other questions? Anything to Nishikawa Sensei? I can see Kamal sir. Probably you have something in your mind. Or Rameswar sir, you have anything to say, your own view and opinions?
Thank you, sir. So, namaskar, konnichiwa, ohayou gozaimasu. So, thank you so much. I am very happy to attend this program, and very happy to know that there are several opportunities of exchanges. I would be interested to know more about the high school Sakura Science program. You mentioned that for high school students, the school is responsible for choosing the students to make the contact. The school will make the contact with the Japanese counterpart.
Actually,
yes.
If high schools in Nepal, they have a partner school in Japan, then they can request their partner school in Japan to invite. But we have a Sakura Science High School program, apart from this open application type program. By this, JC itself invite people, no? 10 people, 10 students from Nepal every year. But this, as I told you, this one selection was made by the Ministry of Education, Nepal. So this is something different. But for the open application type, if your school or some Nepal school have a partner school in Japan, they also have a chance for this open application type program.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I had the opportunity before 2 years to send 11 scientists and students to major university in Nagoya. So it was very nice, and they learned a lot of things, and some of them are also attending this meeting today. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
That means you have already sent your student researchers by this program?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see. You have already experienced.
And they also had the chance to meet the Nobel laureate, to interact with him, and also to make several experiments in the laboratory. It was very, very useful. Yeah. They are also publishing papers based on the results they get in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rameswar sir, for your interaction and good experience sharing. Well, I can see in the screen one of our participants, probably young scholar of Nepal, Bidit Lamsal. Mr. Bidit Lamsal, you have any query to our guest today?
Good afternoon, sirs. Actually, I'm one of the students Rameswar sir was talking about, who got the chance to go to Japan based on this program. So I'm quite interested in making this Sakura Science Alumni Club. Like the different alumni, we have been a bit disconnected, I believe, the individual teams. So if what I want to request is all the alumni who have initiated it to make the alumni, please contact me through email or phone number, and I can be the liaison between our team, and maybe we can have a short meeting after some time and move forward to make this alumni association and share our experience and make a platform for further students to go forward. So
that's a very good idea.
This year. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I already introduced those 3 people who are now started to form this alumni. To this member is already informed to Dinesh Sensei. So we can start expanding the network, not only within the Sakura alumni, but to some other alumni also. We can try to connect, and make expand this network and strengthen the network for the benefit of all the members. Okay? Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bidit Lamsal. You had really nice experience, I guess, in Japan. Please note down, you can give your email address and contact number in our chat box, so that if anybody is interested, then he or she may be able to contact you. So you may drop your contact email and mobile number in the chat box in this meeting. Well, any other queries from anybody? Any other ideas, sharing experience? I can see other senior members. Anjana madam, maybe you have your own experience or something. Anjana Singh madam, are you still in the program, or maybe Tista madam?
Yes, I'm here.
Anjana madam, yes, please share your experience or any ideas, madam.
Okay, thank you very much for this chance. And it's wonderful to meet the professor here, Ishinawa. And I have also been to Hiroshima in Japan, and also interacted with some of the students also there. And actually, I just wanted to ask that I'm from the Central Department of Microbiology, Tribhuvan University. And if the students are interested to go through this program, how microbiology students will be incorporated. That am I supposed to early keep in touch with you or with this Sakura forum, and then arrange the students in which department they are supposed to go and what kind of researches they are supposed to attend or do in Japan. So I'm a little bit confused in this section. Can you please?
This is open application type of program. That means Japanese receiving organization. They become the they will make application to JST. So you have to first contact your counterpart in Japan, whoever is willing to accept your student. So if they agree, you can Japanese universities, research institute, and then apply for big chance for Nepal to be accepted. So and then the selection of the students or researchers can be made between you and your counterpart in Japan. So it's up to you.
Thanks. I think I got it.
In this case of open application type of the program, JST's role is to provide funding for pay for the expenses of the program. So this sending organization, and this tie-up is going to be the essential. Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much, Nishikawa Sensei, once again, and also Anjana Madam for your good interaction. Well, we are just running out of time, and is there any other queries? Brief query or brief any idea sharing or experience sharing? If
I put my email ID on the chat box, so if you have any questions, maybe you can send email. Yeah.
Please, Nishikawa Sensei, your email address will be of very, very big value for all of us. Have you already mentioned your email address?
Yeah, Yuji Nishikawa at jstgo.jp. This is my email ID.
Good. So
I'm ready to answer the question, whatever I can.
Yes. Thank you very much. It will be really helpful. Any other query, any other things that you would like to share with Nishikawa Sensei or all of us? Well, I think many of us have already understood what you have presented today regarding how we Nepalese people can participate in this very, very novel program of Sakura Science Program. As you rightly said, currently Nepal is one of the countries, according to your presentation, Nepal is currently in 3rd position, according to number of students in Japan. So it is our pleasure that we have such a huge number of students. But having said that, we have very few students so far who participated in this Sakura science program. So we really, in near future, we really want to promote our juniors, our upcoming young scientists and scholars. We want them to visit Japan and learn more in their respective field. So I think we'll be in continuous communication with Nishikawa Sensei through Professor Bhuju, because he is in contact with you and he is our, I should say, he's our leader in this group. So he will continue communication with you, and in near future we would definitely like to encourage many of our students for this, especially for this program. So please kindly help Nepal and kindly help Nepalese people. With this all comments, I think we should now once again thank Nishikawa Sensei for kindly attending our program today, and we hope you will attend this program in future as well whenever you have time.
Anytime,
and we would definitely encourage our youngsters. Well, once again, thank you very much all the participants on behalf of the organizing committee of this program today, and thank you very much, Nishikawa Sensei, once again. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Meet you again soon.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon, very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much and bye.
Thank you.
Bye.